We're going to be debunking studies. So there's a lot of studies out there that are sketchy, that can easily be debunked, and they're just terrible studies. They're trying to push out studies so they can make more money. So this first one's actually a pretty good study though. So it's about cardiolipin. And cardiolipin plays a vital role in ATP production in the mitochondria. And the mitochondria, like a lot of people know, is the powerhouse of the cell. So linoleic acid, the fats you eat, end up in the mitochondrial membrane structure, and that pretty much ends up in cardiolipin. So linoleic acid, the more you eat omega-6 fatty acids or polyunsaturated fats, and you have the more free fatty acids flowing throughout your body, and they're linoleic acid, your body is actually going to end up oxidizing that linoleic acid in cardiolipin, which is going to cause problems in terms of metabolic dysfunction and ATP production. So that was actually a pretty good study. So now we look at this study showing that plant diets are healthier and the healthiest diets that you can possibly eat. So then you look at their rankings. So they say plant-based diets characterized by higher consumption of plant-based foods and lower consumption of animal foods are associated with favorable cardiovascular disease. And then you look at their rankings, and they automatically assumed before the study, I'm sure the whole reason they made this study was to criticize animal foods. And I think most of what the study is about is their own opinion and what they found from people not eating processed foods. So I think if you're a vegan and you're not eating that much processed foods, that's going to be better than if you're eating a bunch of processed foods. So I think they just automatically said animal foods are negative from the start. They didn't care about it. They just said vegan's the best. We're not even going to look into this. It has saturated fat, cholesterol. Get away from me as quick as you can. So that's a terrible study. And we debunked that very easily. So this next study is showing that fiber is extremely beneficial for the gut microbiome and the diversity within the gut. And then this study showing that fiber benefits the gut is a yes and a no. And the reason I say this is because if you have an inflamed gut, there's a lot of good studies showing that fiber can be beneficial for your gut by feeding the diversity in the gut and being able to just feed good bacteria back in. But the thing is if you're eating a good diet and you're eating animal foods, some fruit, you're going to be getting soluble fiber from the fruit, which is better than insoluble from vegetables. And you'll be a lot healthier, and your body doesn't need fiber to help it digest. It doesn't need fiber because it's not inflamed. It's getting all the nutrients in the food that it needs, so why would it need fiber? And then, like I said here, I think fiber acts as a satiety mechanism in your gut. It just makes you have more volume in your gut, and that's going to make you more full. And if your diet consists of animal foods and healthy carbohydrates, your gut won't need fiber to help it. It's just simple. There's studies showing that. And you look at people that don't have a lot of fiber, they're extremely healthy as humans, and they're eating animal foods, non-toxic, non-inflammatory foods. So as always, guys, studies can be very misleading. So you have to make sure you're doing the right steps to make sure that you're getting the right information so you know you're not getting terrible information in. And as always, guys, stay healthy, follow for more.